Hey, always been Snake here with another figure review. This time we have got the Batman Arkham City Sickle and Penguin 2-pack Part 2. I've already done the review for this guy and he should be up already. So now we're going on to this bad boy. So I'll do the box again just so you guys can see. So here's the open window. You come with all DC Universe, DC Direct Collectables things. It's quite standard now. This one does have an extra lip with, you see, the Batman Arkham City on top and a little hanger hook. On the side you have a picture of a close-up of Sickle and Penguin. Very, very cool. On the back you have some thumbnails and a little bit of the bio of the character, and then other characters in this wave. As I said in my previous video, I really want these two guys. If you have him for sale, please let me know. One of these two. Not bothered about these. Just after these guys, but I'll take the whole set if that's how they come. Please let me know. Anyway, moving on. As you can see, there's other characters in the wave. On the other side we have another picture of the two characters standing together. No hat. Don't know why I didn't put his hat on. Very weird. When I saw these pictures I was like, does he come with the hat? I wasn't even sure, but he does. And yeah, that's the box. So it's a nice enough box. On to the main event. Sickle. Let's get Penguin out of the way as we've done him already. This guy is a beast of a figure and absolutely epic. I'm going to get the size comparison out of the way straight away. On his right we have the Batman Legacy Mattel Batman. On his left we will have the DC Direct Arkham City Batman. Now I'll bring the camera down. So as you can see, he does tower these figures quite nicely. I believe in the game he may have been a bit bigger than this guy. Honestly, it's been a while, cannot remember exactly. Yeah, but he does stand very, very cool with them. Just going to grab the tape measure. We'll get a good old height on him. He stands to the top of his head, 8 inches. So he is not massive, but he is a very large character. Excuse me, guys. And he's very, very, very cool. So many details. Now, before I go into his details, he comes with this one accessory, of course, which is his sickle, which is his name. Now, I was a bit confused on how to put this in, because I thought it looked, the way it's angled in the blade, I thought that made more sense. So you can kind of like snare people with it. But I looked online and I think he holds like that. I've got a picture next to me. I can't find a much better one. But he's kind of holding it like that. Like outwards. Like that. So, and dragging it like this. So, I think he uses it like that. That's just weird to have a bend in it like that. Most peculiar. But anyway, this thing is awesome. And it's massive as well. I mean, I think this thing itself is bigger than the Penguin. I think we should find that out. That's classic. Sorry. That just made me chuckle. So he's got some really nice paint apps on it. The blade itself looks quite beaten and battered and bruised. There's chunks missing out of it. There's glands in it. It's not really one that's going to be that sharp, to be honest, but I think it's just his sheer force alone would kind of do some serious damage. Some great paint going for all the handle, and he's got bandages around the grip, which are just really, really nicely painted. This thing, as I said, is phenomenal. It's very, very cool. I would not like to have this thing swung at me personally. So let's go over his details. He's got a really nice face sculpt. Very kind of fuggy look to him. Very, very cool. He's got some staples and his like scars. Looks like this is quite new. All these scars going around him. He's got this one going down on his ribs here. This one going over his shoulder here. That one on his head I just pointed out. Quite weird. But anyway, moving on. Like I said, he's got like... His head looks dirty, but I think it's supposed to look like shaved hair. Same as his chin line, to be honest. His eyes come out really, really nice. And they look very... They look quite centered as well, so that's very good. His teeth look a bit messed up, but I don't think they're meant to. I think that's just how they've been sculpted. And it looks like he's got a bit of a cauliflower ear thing going on, but again, I think that could just be the sculpt. Quite prominent ears. The tattoos on him are also absolutely amazing. And just look at that. It's even gone onto the ball, so that's very, very cool there. Scroll on the other side. You've got the two birds and the star. And then that, I didn't even notice that. And then on his arm, he's got, was that DD, is that B? No, E. I can't even, I don't know what that is. Looks like a H maybe? I'm sorry in the shot. DDB. I have no idea what that is supposed to be. Maybe a H? And then 3 skulls. Very, very nice. His trousers are also very, very cool. He's got his really nice belt on him. It's very cool. Lots of details in that. Nice green with some silvers. The pockets are very cool. The pockets are hard on there, so there's no play in them whatsoever. And then his trousers themselves, they've got the nice combat colours, but they've got a nice texture going throughout, so they look very, very cool. Really is some nice details. I don't think there's any actual mistakes with this figure. I'm sure I'll be mistaken. See what I did there. And his feet got bandages around them, and they look filthy, but they look really well done as well. So, all in all, his details are actually phenomenal. Such a beautifully sculpted figure, and like I said, his articulation is actually really well. So let's go over that. His head is on a ball joint. He's not massive back, but you can go forward to there. That's as far back as you're going. You've got a little bit of a tilt left, a little bit right, and then you can turn it. Will it go 360? Yeah, it'll go 360 around. Obviously nothing on this side. Shoulder is on a ball joint. It can extend that far as I'm comfortable to do, and it can go around 360 degrees. Now my bicep is a bit loose, but I got this pack brand new, so that's out of the box quite loose for me. He's got a ratchet single joint in the elbow, as you can see, and then he has a glove rotation 360 degrees. He has a waist articulation. I'm sure he does. I remember doing it. Well, I'm not going to force it, but it's there. I don't know if it's supposed to be, but it feels. I'm sure I spun him around yesterday. Anyway, he has T-cut hips, and they're not direct hips. They're actually unhinged on ball. Well, I don't know what they're called. Pegs, I guess. But they're transparent, brittle, uber brittle plastic, which will snap at some point on me in the near future. That is his splits. That is his Spartan, so not massive. Then there's a single bend in the knee of only that, but you can rotate at the knee also. But of course you lose more bend the further you go around because of the sculpt of the trousers around it. So that's as tight as you're going to get. And then he has a boot cut of that 360 degrees. So you can get him into some pretty decent poses, swinging his massive sickle. Seriously, this thing would scare the bejesus out of me. Stay. He does hold it pretty well. He's got a thicker handle at the bottom, so if you want to really squeeze it in there, but I can wedge the thinner part under his fingers, so it shouldn't do too much of a stretch to the actual hand itself. And that looks pretty cool if you ask me. Like I said, I wouldn't want to meet this guy in a dark alley. Not much more I can really say about this guy. He is a really phenomenal figure, and I do recommend this pack. Penguin is beautifully sculpted. This guy is beautifully sculpted. He's massive, and just looks. They both look really, really cool. I cannot wait to get Hammer, and then do a comparison, and then maybe I can do a part 3 if I get it. But I'm in no rush. I've spent way too much on figures, so I need to come back for a bit. Anyway, that's my review. I hope you guys liked it. As per usual, please leave any comments below. Please subscribe, and I will catch you guys later in maybe part 3. Ooh. No, it won't be. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.